If an AI agent is clicking around inside your real business accounts, the risk is not just a bad answer, but a bad action you might not be able to undo. I'm going to show you the approach I use in a real bookkeeping system to get the benefits of AI browser automation with almost none of the risk. This is not a toy demo against a sample website. It's a bookkeeping component that has been running for 6 months. It collects invoices from vendor portals, email, Google Drive, and banking data, then files them for accounting. I built this kind of automation by hand for years before Claude Code existed, so the part I care about is not the first demo. It's what happens over time, as logins change, cookie banners appear, buttons move, and links send you to a page you didn't expect. Browser automation tools are getting attention right now because traditional scripts break when websites change. The answer many tools give is keep AI involved while the job runs, so the automation can adapt when the page changes. You see that clearly in tools like Stagehand and Amazon Nova Act, and in many browser agent demos built around cloud browser platforms like BrowserBase. These tools aren't all the same, but a lot of the demos move in the same direction. Let the AI model look at the page, decide the next action, and keep going. Looks impressive for 30 seconds. The pitch is attractive. Instead of maintaining fragile scripts, you let the model adapt to the page in front of it. For recurring business work, I think this is the wrong default. You're paying for an AI model on every run to handle changes that only happen occasionally, and more importantly, you're letting it make fresh decisions inside accounts where mistakes matter, inside a browser already logged into your bank, your email, your accounting tool. A wrong move there is not a wrong answer you can shrug off. It's a real action on a real account, and you may not be able to take it back. My approach is different. Use AI while building the automation. Run the scheduled job as normal code. Bring AI back only when something breaks. The agent is a teammate while you build, not a worker at runtime. You explore the site with it, talk through what needs to happen, and have it write the steps down as a real script. Then the script runs on its own. While I'm building the automation, Claude is extremely useful. I can point it at the page, ask it to inspect the elements, and have it write a Playwright script much faster than I could on my own. But once the workflow works, the scheduled job does not call Claude. It runs plain Playwright code. No LLM in the loop at runtime. The valuable thing the model did was figure out the steps, and you keep that in code. Playwright's a library that lets code control a real browser. The script can open Chrome, click buttons, fill fields, wait for downloads, and save files. Claude helps get that script working. It runs the code, reads the error, inspects the page again, and fixes the script until the workflow is captured. That's exactly what I want during the run. I do not want a new interpretation of the task every time the invoice job starts. I want the same script to do the same job unless the outside world changed. Playwright is mature, proven, and predates the LLM hype. Here's a simplified version of the system. Invoices come from vendor portals like Vodafone, a Google Group, email, Google Drive, and banking exports. Small collector scripts pull the documents. Another step renames and organizes the files. A final step files them to the right places for accounting. The database tracks what's already been seen and handled, so invoices don't get processed twice. The important part is where Claude sits in the diagram. Claude helped build the system. Claude helps repair the system. Claude is not inside the scheduled run. Now zoom into one bot, the collector script for HP Inc. This is not a fragile list of clicks where step 1 assumes step 2 will always be available. It runs more like a state machine. The bot looks at the page, works out what state it's in, and runs the highest priority handler that matches. If there's a cookie banner, then clear it. If it's on the login page, log in. If it's on the statement page, find the invoice. Then observe again. If you don't pay close attention, you might think this is just standard programming procedure. It is absolutely not. This extended state machine approach will prevent a lot of stupid browser bot behavior. It's much more resilient for browser automation than typical if-then flows. The resilience with this approach exists in the code itself, not in a live AI agent trying to improve its way through the account. There is one more piece, because business automation is not only clicking in browsers, it's also decisions. For this company, some invoices arrive through a Google group. The naive AI version would send every message to a model and ask, "What should I do with this?" That can work in a demo, but it's a poor default for a recurring system. In my approach, routine decisions are made with rules and a database. The script checks the sender, subject, attachments, previous processing state, and document type. The clear cases get classified without an AI model, and the database records the decision so the next run can skip it. Only the ambiguous cases get set aside for review by a person or model. When you want to use an LLM in such a system, you need to use it in the fuzzy slice. These fuzzy slices should be small and fenced in, though. Runtime AI can make sense when the input is genuinely messy, such as with free-form emails. But if the output becomes a number in your accounting system, or if the decision has to follow fixed rules, put the logic in code. Code gives you a record, a place to debug, and a system that doesn't reinterpret the rule every time it wakes up. The agent tools seem to be moving in this direction anyway because it's the path to reliability. I encourage you to use the model where it helps, building, repairing, and handling the genuinely fuzzy cases. Otherwise, stick with fixed workflow scripts. That gives you the useful part of AI browser automation without asking a live agent to improvise inside your accounts. Build with the model, capture the results in code, and run the code for free forever with the same answer every time. If you disagree or want me to go deeper on the troubleshooting workflow, tell me in the comments.